Do it again. YouTube, what it do? I'm back with another video. As you can see, I'm just starting off with a detox beard wash on this specific client here. I do offer many different services, and this happens to be one. So I'm just let this run, let y'all watch the detox beard wash, and I'll get back with y'all when I start the cut. So here we go, tapping into the cut. I start by combing my client's hair with the grain. As you can see, he has a distinctive wave pattern. So I'm just trying to get all that hair up off the scalp, just in order to, prep my client for the desired look that he wants. And here he is telling me kind of about his last lineup. I went out of town not too long ago, and you know how that goes when the client goes to another barber and they don't like what they really get, so he just lets me know what to do there. And you can see, you're gonna see at the end of the video how I get them together. So if you can sit through this 22 minute video, you're gonna see the end results. But here you can see I went in with my liners and just created my bald lines for the tapers. It's really all prep work, just prepping, which is one of the most important things of a haircut, is the prep work, because preparation basically, prepares you for your finish. And then I just go in with my Babyliss FXs, just getting it all down to that one desired length. I always like to cut the hair down after I give my after I put in my bald lines, but I mean, to each his own. You don't have to. You can if you want to. This is just the way I learned, so that's how I do it. Then I go into the nape area and just get that taper together. Brush one, fade one. I always got my brush in one hand, my clippers in the other hand. Every time I, make an indentation in the taper area, I always like to brush the hair down just to make sure that, all the hairs are where I need the hairs. There's no hairs left over, no hairs left behind. And to me, man, tapers are real simple. It is what you make it. You know what I'm saying? You can make a taper hard, or you can make a taper easy. You always want to make the taper specifically in line with the client's neck. If your client has a longer neck, a shorter neck. Depends on if your client has a lot of room for the taper or not a lot of room for the taper. So you just want to get it to that specific and desired look for each client. Each client is going to be different always. So you just want to make sure you're repeating the same steps for each client, but you're making it different as well, or customizing how you do the taper for each client, because no client is the same. The steps can be the same, but you always want to customize it to the client's head shape. So after I'm done with the back taper, I like to either move to the left or right side. It really doesn't matter to me which side I move to. I always do the back taper first and then focus on the sides, because let's say I start with the left side and then go to the back, then I got to come all the way to the right side and remember kind of what I did on the left side. So I like to do the back side by itself first and then go to my left and right sides of the taper. But as you can see, the left taper is already coming together. Brush one, fade one. Then on the right side, I'm gonna do the same exact thing. So I like to do that just so it doesn't leave my memory of what I did to the head, because with hair, you want to do on one side, do to the next side. So the same thing you do on one side, you want to do to the next side, just to keep everything, like, kind of parallel, not picture perfect, but exactly where it's supposed to be. And the right side taper is already coming together. As you can see, the blend is there, the length is there for the waves. I just can't wait for y'all to see the end result of this cut. This is one of those ones, man. Then after I'm done with the top, I like to work my way from the top to the bottom of the cut pretty much. I go and I fade out my beard lines. And make sure everything is in order there. And then I just clean up wherever I can. As you can see, I'm just prepping the lineup now for a nice crispy lining. All I did was take down those front hairs with a 1-guard. And then here I am prepping the lineup with spritz. So after prepping for the lineup, I just go straight in with my Babyliss Gold FXs, right in the center of the head, right in the center of the lineup. Just work my way to the left or to the right, depending on what side of the head I'm on. I usually start to the left first, just because that's what I'm most comfortable with. But yeah, I'm just tapping and going, as you can see, and I'm gonna bring this lineup together. hit my curves. I got everything, set and ready to go. Hit my curves with the edge of my blade there. And as you can see, things are coming together. It's all natural right now. Just wait for that kill shot though. It's gonna be something crazy. And after I finish that right side of the head, I move on to the left side of the head. Pretty much the same thing from when doing the tapers. What you want to do to one side is what you do to the other side. It's all the same. And then I'm just putting in a little color here for my client, since he is a little light on the lineup. Just adding some color to give that flare to the haircut, get that pop to the lineup. I'm not using my Tune 45 Beam Team compressor in this video, only because I was having some difficulties with it, but I got it together. But this is my backup right here, my trusty dusty. Can't go wrong, always gotta have a backup when using tools in the barber industry. And then here I am going in with the pencil for that picture perfect look. That pencil is gonna do nothing but bring out that extraness in that lineup. It's gonna make it pop. It's gonna give it that flare, that picture perfect look, per usual. As you can see, after I'm done with the pencil, I just grab my clippers and then I just erase it right out, and it just gives it that look, man, that desired look that everybody wants. You want to be crispy, man. You want to be that Popeyes chicken, man. Come on now. And in this industry, there's so many tools that you can use. There's so many different ways that you can manipulate a haircut. There's so many ways that you can, create illusions to make the haircut look like this or look like that. It just depends on, the effort that you put in, the work that you put in, and how serious you take your craft. You know what I'm saying? And as you can see, I take mine very serious. I go in with my razor and I just hit his edge up, just to give it that pop. You can see the left side of the step there already flared. I already got that pop, and I do the same thing to the right side. Time where I didn't do the back of the head or the back of the lineup first, which is cool. I usually just do whatever's comfortable for me at the time, and what was fixing that lineup that he told me about. That was the most important thing, so I wanted to hit that first. And then just move to the back of the head. As you can see, everything is pretty much coming together from before when he first came in. You can already see that progress. That back taper is looking immaculate, you know what I'm saying? You cannot be mad with that back taper at all. Just look at the blend from top to bottom, bottom to top, it's all there. Then I'm working my way from top to bottom, so I'm done with the top of the head. Then I move on to the beard, and I'm just shaping out my beard, making sure that it's coming full-fledged, making sure that everything is lined up and perfect. So yeah, that side of the frame out is done. Then here I'm just using my clippers to get rid of those roach legs that's hanging off, just to make the beard look more crispy when I line it up. There's gonna be no hangover on the beard. So the same way I did for the lineup, I do with the beard pretty much. And I usually don't like using clippers on the face, but this time I just thought, why not? Why not? I felt like it would get them a little cleaner, so I just put the clippers to the face, and then I just go in with my razor, edge into the line, and just keeping everything consistent. And then the same thing I did on that side, I'm gonna do to the other side here. Here's just a little client consultation. He's just telling me, where he wants his line for his beard on the neck to be. He didn't want it, to the jawline or right up under the neck. He wanted it lower to keep it full. He wants to grow it out full, and that's exactly what I did. It's really all about making sure you and the client are on the same page, pretty much. Because what I always say is you can't put hair back on, but you can take as much as you want off before you take it off. And, for instance, if I would have just thought I knew exactly what the client wanted, I could have took my clippers or took my edgers and went straight to the jawline and cut it off. And what if that's not what he wanted, He would have been pissed, you know what I'm saying? Because that's not what he wanted. So that client consultation and staying on the same page is very important before, during, and after the haircut. as you can see, my boy came out pretty much a new man. Fresh cut, tapers is nice, beard work is nice, everything is there. He just got the fresh beard wash. You can see the beard glistening, man. Come on now, man. It's too easy.